You just choked to death in the middle. Hey
Trying to eat
everyone,
something.
Avatar guy here. Um,
Wow.
well, yeah, we just saw the trailer, and you know what I'm gonna do? I actually need to. Um, I'm still in shock. I'm still in shock. I'm sure everyone has seen it at this point. I'm gonna ping everyone in the Discord just to tell them that we are actually live. Um, with the link, and then we'll just sing it. Yeah. Okay. Klee has said that he finishes work in 4.5 hours, so that's that's how
That's
long we're
okay.
gonna have. Yeah, that's plenty of time, right?
We'll hold down the fort for him. I think we're gonna go all night.
Yeah. Hey everyone. Did you all? Yeah, I've been out of palpitations too. How is everyone? Have you all seen the trailer? Can you hear us okay? How's the quality, etc., etc. I kind of just want to have a little chill chat before we even break into the trailer itself. I
Avatar
can't believe
guy.
it.
Avatar guy. 13 years.
13 years.
I was a different person 13 years ago.
Me too. Me too. This is genuinely insane. I need to jump. Oh my! Like, where do we even start? Where do we even start? I mean, yeah,
At the
it's been
beginning,
13. Yeah,
you
all
start at
the
the
way at the
beginning,
beginning.
and then when you get to the end, you stop, and then you start
Yeah.
over at the beginning again.
See, this is why I'm I need him here so that he just keeps me grounded, because otherwise you would just be it'd just be me screaming into the wind for 2 hours.
I brought a nice supply of paper bags to breathe into.
Yeah. Um, everyone in chat, by the way, if you're watching this live, please hit the like button. It'll really help us just like get everywhere. If you haven't hit the like button already, it basically worked last time when we did this, and it was really useful. I genuinely don't even like where. Okay, right. So as everyone knows, we've had the teaser, and and so much of what happened in the trailer was so good.
Yeah, I mean, I can start by saying I expected it to be a little longer. If you look at the trailer for Titanic
Yeah.
and for Avatar from way back when, they were over 3 minutes. They were close to 4 minutes. This is 2.5 minutes, which is shorter than expected. But I really love that it's still like a teaser, even though this is official full trailer. They aren't giving you the plot. But the only plot snippet you really get is Kiri's connection to Grace and to Awa. There's Spider's not shown at all. Quaritch is barely shown. I was really expecting to see some of the new human characters. Nobody. No Jermaine Clement, no Edie Falco, no Michelle Yeoh.
Nothing like that. Yeah,
it's all focused on the Sullys. They don't even show the Metkayina very much, so
yeah,
very unexpected.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it's because they want to keep that anticipation, right? Seeing, oh yeah, who has the mighty heartbeat? So that's a really good question, right? I immediately was thinking to myself, are they talking about Grace? Or are they talking about Awa? You know?
Yeah, I was guessing Grace, but I don't know. Could be wrong.
So gaming gods in the chat, I actually agree with you completely. Right? It gave me the full feeling of a war film.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's how the vibe that the entire trailer gave to me. I was like, oh my god, this feels like a war movie. You know, with all like, you know, okay, let's like we can. I guess we can. Do you want to go through it together from the start?
Go for it.
So I'm not going to pull it up because I think that everyone can like kind of go through it with us. But I'll just say times as we go through it, I guess. But like right from the beginning, just seeing them jumping under that water, I was like, oh my god. Then, okay, like let me. Sorry, I'm so completely scatterbrained right now, everybody.
I want to say I love the clever little the first shot of Neytiri with the bow, and she's pregnant, and she's got to pull the drawstring back across her belly.
Like, it's really nice.
That is such a Cameron move.
Yeah, it is.
It's not something you would have expected. It's something we used to make fun of because the old deleted scene from the first movie when they were in the village and this primitive CGI and everybody's like the cursed baby, the cursed Na'vi baby, and Neytiri's pregnant belly. and we were all like, "That
Yeah.
looks so weird," and now we're laughing at it because it's a clever nod.
Oh, man. Can we just talk before we talk about anything else, right? About how crisp and clear this trailer is.
Oh yeah,
You
I don't
can
even.
see everything.
Yeah, it's not even that good. I'm gonna be honest. Like it's blurry. It's no.
Banned.
It's blurry. The quality is kind of blurry. There will be a better version of this very soon.
Yeah.
This one's kind of blurry.
But
yeah, I got you. It is very crisp.
It's so crisp. It's so clear. It's just it's visually beautiful. I mean, as if James Cameron was going to give us anything else.
Mm-hmm.
But just to see it, really is amazing.
I remember a lot of people were talking about hoping to see the underwater animals and plants glowing at night, and we definitely got a lot of that.
So really love the shot. It looks like Jake and Neytiri are flying around at night.
Mm-hmm. Right at 45 seconds.
Yeah, at 45 seconds. Yeah, I mean, I know we got lots of night shots, but
they're I think they're facing downward, just like in the original when they came over the cliffside and went straight down, because you can see Polyphemus in the background behind Jake.
Yeah.
So it's a little throwback.
Yeah. Oh my! It has 600,000 views in 45 minutes.
I know.
That is insane.
Guys, when I clicked on the trailer, I was view number 20. It had 19 views, and my comment has 1,000 likes. That's nice.
Nice. What did you say?
I said, what did I say? I said, up ahead is Avatar 2. You grew up hearing about it, but you never figured you'd be going there. It's up to 1,700 likes.
Nice. Oh my! That's probably going to be like 10,000 likes by the end of today.
That would be something.
Oh my god! It's gonna so the motifs as well. The skull that reminded me of Terminator.
Oh yeah,
just seeing the skull and him pushing it.
That's a very good catch. I was going to mention that too. The Terminator foot coming down on the skull.
Yeah, as soon as I saw that, I was like, oh my god, it looks like Terminator.
Mm-hmm. It even breaks the same way.
Yeah. he's homaging himself, everyone. He's become too powerful.
And then immediately after he crushes the skull, he's going to pull out a pulse rifle and start blasting some. No, yeah. You're skipping all over the place, man.
Yeah, sorry. And then
I wanted to say something. I know that there's a lot of fans of Kiri, and I don't talk about it much just because it's so mysterious at this point. But we're all captivated to find out about that, and they have the same effect when she connects to. I don't know if it's a different plant. It's a different tree that she's connecting to. It might not be underwater, but they've got the same effect when she connects. It looks more like a feather that she's connecting to.
Yeah.
So she links up. That's why I think she's talking to Grace, or she hears Grace, just like at the Tree of Voices.
So is the shot, that looks like it's at the Tree of Voices? Do you think that is the shot? Is it the same shot from the original, or is it a different one?
Oh, the transition where they upload into the Eywa. It's different, but it's very it's a visual connection to the original.
Yeah. Yeah. People are saying they saw your comment in the chat, Anemonesis. You're famous, man.
Nice. Well,
yeah.
It's about time.
Yeah. He's finally getting his good morning, everyone. I think Terry's gonna die. You mean Neytiri? Neytiri. I mean, I don't know if Neytiri will die. I don't think she's gonna.
I don't think so.
No way.
I mean, I don't want to.
Jim wouldn't do that to us, would he?
I don't want to break anybody's hearts here. If I had to guess on at least one character to die, it's going to be Neteyam.
Yeah, I mean, so we got a bunch of confirmed stuff in here, right? So it seems like Loak and Soraya are almost 100% going to be the two.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the fact that she even says that they do the "I see you," it's just amazing.
And Kiri also says when she hears Grace's heart, and Jake says, "What does it sound like?" She says, "Mighty."
So this is the thing, right?
Just-
Does she hear Grace's heart or does she hear Awa's heart? Is she talking about Awa? That's the thing, right?
I know. I'm guessing Grace, but the way she said "mighty," it was exactly like Neytiri's talking about Toruk Makto. Toruk Makto was mighty.
Yeah.
Same accent, and we've been talking about Sigourney's voice. It sounds different now. It doesn't just sound like Sigourney. It sounds
Yeah, it doesn't just sound like it's just her speaking. It
Right.
does sound like a different. It doesn't sound like Grace, basically. Yeah.
right, which I was really happy about. I didn't want to just hear Sigourney. I wanted to hear like a younger, pitch modulated version of Sigourney.
Yeah. Avatar 2 trailer. Someone's posted that people are now going back to the old fake trailers that have been posted over the years. Maybe we could do a review of those at some point in the future, where we just go through all of the old ones.
Some of them are pretty good. I don't know, just to go off on a tangent, there's a channel called Trailer Pro, and they do mashups. They did a really good version of the teaser with new music and everything, sound effects. It was a good one.
Yeah. So someone also pointed out that there's a couple of shots in the trailer that are also in the teaser, and that you can tell that the CGI is still being improved. So the CGI, I thought this.
Yeah, I agree.
I thought that the CGI looked better, and then I was like, okay, maybe I'm just imagining it because I'm just seeing this for the first time. But,
no, I agree. I think there's a few shots that look a little janky, but it's a real nitpick. I mean, it could be too that some of the stuff is native high frame rate because they're action shots. 90% of this is like fast action shots. So when they have to downscale it or bring it down to a regular frame rate, it might look a little janky, you know?
Yeah. I do wonder that, like, because the judder would be show up if it's not. I mean, I don't think they've uploaded it in variable frame rate on the YouTube channel. I don't even know if they can.
I don't think so. Unless it's a 60 frame per second. It's not.
Yeah, no, yeah, they haven't. I'm looking at the thing right now. I don't see it. It doesn't look like. It doesn't seem that they've actually managed to do that. The planet screen. I think Vin Diesel voiced the whale. I don't think Vin Diesel's in it. I think that if you go and check out my Myths Busted video on my channel, I don't think Vin Diesel is in the movie. Again, hey everyone who's joined and is watching, welcome. Please hit the like button. That's really important for us to hit that like button on the video. The more you like it, the more people can see it. And we're just going over the Avatar trailer that's just dropped. I think, I'll throw your questions in the chat as well. I think, and one thing Animalistas and I really want to do is we want to engage with you guys a lot. We want to talk to you. We want to hear what you think. We want to ask and see our questions. I think that some of the shots that stood out to me straight away. The one where if you have to pause it, I think it's at 1 minute 23. It's about 1 minute 23 seconds, right? It looks like the entire forest is on fire. I wonder whether that's the attack that makes them leave, or it's a flashback to something that happened before the main events of the movie, or even if it's the creation of Bridgehead. And for those of you who don't remember, we've talked about this previously. Bridgehead is the new base that the humans are going to be on. Weird. That's another thing. They didn't show Bridgehead, I don't think.
Right. Nothing with the RDA base. Very little.
Yeah.
And that's a good point. Are they clearing everything out to expand Bridgehead, or is this a flashback to like a reference to the High Ground comic that's coming out? Who knows?
I mean, it was very evocative of like a war movie, though, right? That scene of Neytiri and Jake looking out over all that fire, and it just made me think of Vietnam. Like that was the kind of visual that I kind of got.
Yeah, and the scale of Sec Ops in the first movie. What am I trying to say? They didn't have that much to work with.
They couldn't have done that much damage.
They didn't have that many weapons. They had to rig up mining explosives to go after the Tree of Souls, and that was everything they had. Now they've got a full arsenal, so they can do this kind of carpet bombing.
I can't wait to hear Clee's ISE Venture Stars fan. Sadly, they didn't include any shots of space, which I was hoping, but hey, it was short. I can't wait to hear his view of like the big hovercraft. What did you call it, Animanesis?
Oh, are you talking about the Sea Dragon?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
I'm not sure if that is the Sea Dragon. I mean, we were assuming that it is, but I'm not 100%.
It looks like a manta ray or a stingray with the 4
Yeah.
propellers on the back.
Uh-huh.
I'm guessing that's it because they've got the red catwalks inside, and they've got a big hangar.
Yeah.
And I'm guessing if anybody wants to go look up a hydrofoil, it's basically like the same idea as a skim wing. It skims just above the surface and propels forward, so it doesn't really touch the water. It might be capable of aerial takeoff too. Who knows? I was expecting something more like a big boat, like Titanic.
Yeah, me too. I thought it was going to be like a huge ship, like a warship, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But Jim's got the best designers in the world.
Mm-hmm.
You know that he's not gonna. They will have designed. It's now nearly up to 1 million views in under an hour.
Yeah.
Wow, that's insane.
It is insane because if you go and look back at the original trailer in 2009, I think it's got like 10 million views in 13 years. This one's already got 1 million.
It's so funny when you search
old
stuff. It's you look at it and you think, God, YouTube was it just that YouTube was so much smaller back then?
Yeah.
Is that why? It really is interesting that this is, again, we're kind of jumping all over the place, and I think that probably I will do a much more structured and thoughtful breakdown video at some point in the future where I actually pre-record it and we're not doing it live. But I think that one big thing for me was that not many humans, you know, that they didn't show. They really didn't show Spider very much. Yeah, and everyone in the chat saying it as well.
I know. Not a single shot. I remember.
So some of the people in the Discord were saying that there is, look, so as Deadstar44 says in the chat, Spider is in the trailer getting kidnapped, rescued by the Recoms. The shot of Recoms underwater climbing up the ropes, and he runs in the forest with his siblings at the beginning. I think like that was really interesting, that you do see Spider a little, but it's almost like they're trying to keep him hidden. Mm-hmm. And even Quaritch gets only a couple of scenes. Mm-hmm. And I really do think that they are trying to go, oh yeah, we're not going to spoil the story. We're not going to spoil any of the major twists or turns or even character motivations, which, to be honest, I'm extremely happy about.
Yeah, I was unexpected. I was expecting a little more plot structure to... That's why this still feels like a teaser to me. It's like an extended teaser.
Right.
And I agree. If you really look close at the shot of the Recoms who are belaying up into it looks like a gunship. It could be like another Papa Dragon gunship. I think he's right. They do have Spider.
They have him. One thing that the music, I really love the music, and some people are seeing like varying opinions from everyone in the chat about the thing. Guys, what did you think of the music in the trailer? I want to know. Like, tell me. I thought it was amazing. It gave me goosebumps.
I liked it. I mean, I hope that Simon Franklin finds his own style. I'm just so you know, I'm a musician as well. I play piano. I love James Horner's entire catalog. I play Titanic and stuff. I love all his music, but I hope Simon Franklin differentiates himself. I don't just want to hear him. You know, I'd like to hear tributes to James Horner, but don't just ape it completely.
I think that he, like, maybe for the, I don't know. I think you're right. I don't think he will. I don't think that's what James Cameron would have wanted him to do, you know? Like, there'll definitely be like a lot of homage to him for sure, just because of and again, for anyone tuning in who doesn't know, James Horner is the composer of the original Avatar movie. He also did Titanic. He died in, I think, 2015 in a plane crash. And so he's obviously not able to come back and score this. But his apprentice, a composer called Simon Franklin, who also worked on the original Avatar, is now the main composer of the movie. So that's basically the situation in terms of the composers.
And the entire theme that you hear throughout the trailer is that motif.
Yes.
It's just stretched out, slow.
Yes.
So I'd like to hear him come up with his own themes, though, which I'm sure he will. I can't wait to hear him.
Yes, Sam. So I mean, okay, everyone in the chat, they like the music. Yeah, give me Pandora depression. Oh yeah. So okay, again, we're jumping around, right?
Yeah.
Let's talk about Kiri. You want to talk about Kiri's Kamehameha? Because as soon as I saw it, I was like, wait a minute, she's doing a Kamehameha.
Yeah, go ahead.
I mean, so that does look like I think so Maurice in the chat is saying it's 2 minutes in the trailer. Kiri does this motion with her hands where she seemed to be doing some kind of like magical power. And I'm like, because again, that's why I'm wondering, is it the case that Kiri is this reincarnation of Ewa? Like how strong is her connection to Ewa? And if so, we know that Ewa has a level of control over the animals because of the first movie. So, yeah,
it's so hard to say. I mean, I think that I agree with that. I don't like to speculate about stuff with it when there's just so little to go on, but obviously, yeah, that shot of her. What I can't pronounce that word. Kamehameha.
Kamehameha. Yeah, it's from Dragon Ball Z.
There's very briefly. I'm not a Dragon Ball Z guy, but I agree. She's got.
I love Dragon Ball Z. I'll say that. Yeah,
she's got something there. Something lights up in front of her. I don't know. Maybe that's just the floodlights on the crab suit or one of the boats. But
I mean, yeah.
I need to see more before I can say anything.
Yeah. I mean, if she can use if Kiri has like a serious control over the Ewa of anything close to that level, it will be crazy. God, I can't believe it's been 13 years, man.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God.
We've all changed as people in the time since 2009, and yet we still have this anchoring to the past and this common interest in it.
I think my anchoring is love of James Cameron, and it always will be.
Same.
I mean, I want to thank everyone that's like there's going to be like a bunch of new people, I think, that hopefully will see my channel. But I want to thank everyone. Like, I see a bunch of people in the chat, you know, like Britannia Brown. She's you and Britannia and Anonymous, even though he's with his little thing there. You guys have always, I guess, been commenting on the videos and like saying positive things, and the entire time that's helped me like continue to make content. And I just like want to reiterate how thankful I am for that. Jack, genuinely, it's helped. And I've seen actually a lot of other people express this, but it's helped, I think, the fact that we've had this kind of common thing for the past like 10 plus years, that, you know, this like common love of James Cameron's movies. I think that really is, you know, like something. It's just, yeah, it's helped, I think, all this time, and hopefully it's gonna be worth it as well.
Yeah, I never really, I gotta admit, I've never participated in the art scene with it. I'm not that talented of an artist. Aside from the
me neither. I have no talent. I always say this. I can't play music and I can't draw. All I'm good at is talking to well, I don't know. I don't know if I'm good at talking to people, to be honest.
You have your own talents. You do this stuff. You bring the community together. I write music. I never publish it. I even write Avatar tribute music, but it's kind of just for me. So it's like maybe I should get on that. Maybe I should upload some of it.
You totally should, man.
But what was I going to say? The community that's done all this art over the years and stuff for the Discord that's kept it alive. They're the real fuel that keeps us going.
Yeah.
There's so much passion for it. And the thing is too, Avatar fans come from a lot of different backgrounds. And you know the 4-quadrant theory. You know how James Cameron builds his movies to catch the attention of everybody. It doesn't matter where you're from or how old you are. There's something in this movie for everybody. So there's such a diversity of interest in it. Some people really want to see what happens to Kiri. Some people want to see what happens to Neytiri. Some people, like me, are RDA apologists, and we like to figure out what the humans are up to. So, and because Cameron wrote a 1,500-page Bible for this franchise, it's all in there. He's got it all.
I hope we get hold of that one day. I just want to have this huge tome on my table Like
Yeah.
100%. I want to. So again, we're getting more questions in the chat, right? So I think, Avatar. How old were you in the original in 2009? I would have been. I would have been like 18, I think.
I was
Back in
20.
yeah,
I was 29.
yeah. So and I'd loved James Cameron for a very long time.
What was your
And
first?
then
What was your first James Cameron experience?
oh come, do you want to come on? You already know it's
Well,
Aliens.
it's
I
Aliens.
think I probably saw Aliens when I was about 10.
I got you beat. I saw Terminator when I was 5 years old in
Oh wow,
1985,
wow, damn it.
and it's I probably said this before in the Discord that changed my life. I'm like, whoever made this movie, I gotta follow him because
Yeah.
he did something special.
Yeah. Oh god. Yeah. For me, I remember being obsessed with the aliens themselves, and just like the Queen Alien. And I used to run around my garden pretending to be an alien.
Yeah, I did too.
And wondering, and then when I saw Terminator, and I remember because I didn't have the internet, and I was like, oh, I think this is the same person. So I wrote down the name of the person who did both of them, and I was like, oh my god, the person who made Terminator had something to do with aliens, because I didn't even know what a director was. I just knew that it was someone that was important to the movie. And I was like, oh, I wonder what they do. And so I just remember remembering that.
Oh yeah, yeah. I think my first experience with, like, before there was expanded universes and canon beyond a film, Cameron was one of the first people to publish a special edition of a movie with extended scenes. They had books on the colonial marines and the entire extended fiction of the aliens idea. Nobody else had done that prior, really. So that was very pioneering work he did in every aspect. And he's doing that again here, except it's on a scale like nothing we've ever seen.
A lot of people as well are commenting, by the way, is that how happy they are that it's not giving away anything. And yeah,
unexpected. I kind of expected to be spoiled.
Yeah. I think you know what made me laugh weirdly was when I think is it maybe it's Tonawari, maybe it's one of the children. It says the way of water runs through all things. I just like kind of laughed, like when I watched it again. I really want to one of them say awkwardly look into the camera, like the way of water, like awkwardly looks into the camera,
and then he winks really obviously.
Yeah.
That's I think that's right after the. I don't know if we want to go back to a shot by shot breakdown in order or anything, but
I think maybe we should. I want to thank everyone in the chat, by the way, because they're saying that we sound very young. Thanks, guys.
Well, it's because we're so happy today.
Yes, we're kept young in spirit and heart by Jim and James Cameron movies. The trailer doesn't look that good. Not gonna lie. Come on, I don't think that's true. I think it looks amazing.
Wait for a 4K 60 frame per second version of this, and I think you'll change your mind.
Okay, so I want to address something as well that everyone keeps talking about. Okay, is Neytiri being pregnant, right? So this is what I think is the case. I think that the shot of Neytiri, we're gonna get either the film will start and then have a jump forward in time, or they'll have some memories of when Neytiri was pregnant. I think that the movie's going to have some time skips in.
Yeah, I think that the first shot is a flashback.
Yeah,
it's got to be.
So that's another. We saw the shot of the Na'vi baby next to the whale. I assume that was Ronal's baby.
That's a good guess. I mean, who else would it be, right?
Yeah, it must. Yeah. I think I really like Kiri's voice. I was worried before this trailer came out, but I actually really like it. I genuinely do. Like, I've listened to it probably 2 or 3 times now when she's talking to Jake. I thought it was really cute when she called Jake Dad. I don't know whether maybe, I mean, the channel's called Avatar Guy. I'm probably going to be biased, okay? But I personally think that she sounds distinctly different to how Grace felt. I mean, it's not felt, how Grace sounded.
Yeah.
that it's a good thing, you know.
Uh-huh.
And
I like it.
also, so Farai, you asked a really good question, right? Is the thing of the sea dragon that we saw in the trailer? I don't know. I'm not sure. It might be the sea, because so Anamnesis and I both think, I thought the sea dragon was going to be like a warship, and that looks more like an exploration vessel.
It's total conjecture at this point, based on the shots that we've gotten, the interior shots and the sound stages and everything. It looks very similar to what they described and showed as the Sea Dragon. Now, we could be wrong. Maybe this is a supporting vessel off the next to the Sea Dragon. I don't know.
Yeah.
They say, I mean, I remember Cameron and maybe John Landau commenting that the Sea Dragon has like an entire squadron of ships on it that can be deployed. So maybe we're wrong. Maybe this is something else. But I love the look of it. I love that it looks like
amazing.
A manta ray.
I legit can't wait to see all the, like, I wonder the way that it opens up as well.
Mm-hmm.
It does seem like the humans, like with the crab suit, the humans really do seem to be leaning into aping a lot of those elements of nature.
Yeah.
Much more so than, like, when you think about the amp suit, it's basically a giant human, right? Just trotting around, smashing everything up.
Yeah.
And yeah.
I think there's still a few surprises in store too. They showed us a lot here, but I think that there's machines that we haven't even seen yet.
Yeah, I mean,
maybe I'm so over the moon excited that I'm building up my expectations too much. But
it's James Cameron. Can you really build up your expectations too much?
I don't know. I hope not. I was saying earlier, I'd like to see like a really big combat mech, like in Pacific Rim, built for sea battle. Maybe not as big as a kaiju or a Godzilla, but much bigger than an amp suit.
I think I remember because so this is a really interesting tangent. But who directed that? What's he called? I forgot.
I can't even remember.
Guillermo del Toro, is that his name?
Yeah.
So he never got to see. He never watched Neon Genesis Evangelion, but James Cameron has. Mm-hmm. And one of the reasons I think James Cameron said that he could never, it's kind of like his same response to Aquaman, is that the reason he'd never make a giant mech one is because they just wouldn't work. They're just too big. They collapse in on themselves under their own weight. There's no material that yet exists which could make those kinds of machines. So there's, I think giant boats and giant things underwater, because obviously the water, I mean, that's another thing that he knows a lot about, is submersibles.
Yep.
So everything that you see in this trailer, from a technical perspective, has been through the absolute ringer when it comes to, is this feasible? Would it work in real life? Etc. Etc.
Absolutely.
Yeah. It's quite crushing his own skull, AB James. I'm not Scottish, by the way, everyone. I am from the north of England. I'm not Scottish. I am from the north of England in a place called Yorkshire, which is why I have an accent, not a slight accent. I have an accent. I was going to say, another one as well is Britannia said, do we think we'll get another trailer?
I was just going to mention
what do you think?
We were talking about that earlier. I think that there will be at least one other, maybe sort of like an alternate trailer, not without any more detail, no more plot, but it's pretty common. Like when Wakanda Forever trailer came out, they had side trailers or side pieces or a little featurette. I think we'll get at least one of those, but nothing too spoilery. Just a little more detail. I think I'd like to see them do like a character featurette. Just a quick little thing about where the characters' really cool. Heads are at.
Yeah. I wonder if, I think they'll do character. I think like in the 2 weeks running up to the release, which is the 16th of December, for those of you who don't know, everyone should know that by now. We've been counting down long enough. That basically, that I think we'll get featurettes. I think we'll get a quote unquote final trailer. I mean, I do think that they must be getting pushed so hard. The fact that there are shots in the teaser that look better now in the actual main trailer, that is insane. Those guys over at Weta must be working so hard right now.
Yeah, I had a theory that maybe Cameron is the only one who actually has a full cut of the film, like the Manhattan Project when they built the bomb. Nobody really knew what they were doing. Everyone was just working on their own little thing. It's like at Weta, everybody's doing their own little thing, and Cameron's the only person who has the whole movie.
Yeah.
I'm amazed
No
at
one-
how
no one's
top
allowed to
secret
see
it
it.
is. Yeah. Usually, even when the first teaser came out in May, we had a few little leaks, and there's been nothing since then, right?
Man.
I wanted to say I really like. Obviously, Soraya is going to be like total. What do you call it? Everybody's going to be in love with Soraya. She looks like a Disney princess, like a mermaid.
Yeah.
She's got the big Disney eyes, and she's adorable.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So okay, I was gonna say, Farai. We just said that too. That that kind of one of the weird things is there's not that much human tech. There's some. There's no Selfridge. None of the scientists appear. No Bridgehead, and Quaritch doesn't speak. Very little of Spider too. I think, although I guess when you think about what the trailer's supposed to do, that trailer isn't for people like. I mean, I was going to say people like us, which it really isn't. It's because we're going to go see that movie no matter what. It's for people who maybe saw Avatar, they kind of remember some of the things, and they want you to go and see it. And I feel like that's why he's leaned quite heavily. There's a lot of motifs.
A lot of sentimentalism.
Yeah. I mean, that's classic Jim, isn't it? But there is a lot of so I'm gonna I'll upload it later, but I'm gonna do a side-by-side comparison video of the original movie to this trailer and use shots that compare the original to the new one, just to give everyone a view. Hey DJ, I was gonna say, if you don't think it looks good, you should get your eyes checked. But yeah, I'll do a side-by-side comparison video later on, and just so everyone can see it. I think that would be really cool. I'm just gonna grab some water 1 second.
Yeah, I was gonna say I
now have water, everyone.
Just scratching through the trailer. The first scene where you see Kiri connecting to that feather, it looks like they show that tree. It's like a tree under the water. It's like a big underwater plant, and it's shown later on, I think, at about 137, 138.
You think that those things, like the Tree of Voices, they're like at points across Pandora,
right? But they take on different forms. It's not all just like one type of tree. It's something different everywhere you go.
Right. DJ, who is in chat. DJ, do you want to join in the? DJ, do you want to join in on the stream? Where are you?
Way of water.
Way of water.
What water?
In which case, oh my god, some of these are really amazing.
I also wanted to say at about 149, 150, there's been a lot of conjecture about what happens to the Metcaina Reef, right? And there's a shot of all the recoms marching through there with the place on fire, and it's like they're taking prisoners, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, it looks like they go right after the reef and bomb the whole place.
Here we go. DJ, you coming in? I'm gonna send you the invite now. I think so. I'm seeing a lot of people unhappy that the trailer's being uploaded in 1080p again. You go, DJ. Join.
Where?
Just I'm looking like in the Discord. I'm looking at Reddit. I'm looking on Twitter.
Everyone wants to see 4K.
Yeah, everyone wants to see the 4K trailer, which I do too. But it's patience, everyone. We've been waiting long enough for this trailer.
I don't think we'll see it on the Avatar channel. We'll get it from another distributor.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, DJ.
Wow.
What do you think, man?
To unpack that you guys probably already went through.
Well, yeah, we can do it again.
We're scatterbrained. We're going everywhere.
Yeah, I'm jumping all over the place. Don't worry about it.
Wow. Okay, first thing that jumped out at me, they did not change Sigourney Weaver's voice, did they?
No, I think they did.
It sounded different, man. Are we all gonna end up arguing over about this?
I think
yeah.
I think it's changed.
I mean, if you can get the servers to argue over whether a little thing is a tooth or something carved out of wood, you can definitely get them to argue over her voice here.
Yeah.
Let's not argue today.
It's a glorious day.
We'll argue tomorrow.
It is.
We can argue all the way into the night.
Very
What
true.
does what else, man? Other than Kiri's voice?
I really like the new water sims. They look great, in my opinion.
Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah. So from a visual standpoint, holy shit. I mean, look, if you can do better in a trailer than an entire movie can in 2.5 hours, I don't know what December is going to be like. Damn.
And I've been saying we're gonna get a better version of this trailer. This won't be the only one.
Yeah, no, hopefully not.
When we get 4K.
Also, Quaritch is back. They're gonna have one hell of a time. Did you already talk about like plot? Who you think is gonna die?
Briefly.
I mean, I think Neteyam. I think the kind of consensus is that we think that if anyone does die, it will be Neteyam. But then again, maybe it's bait and switch. Maybe Jim's setting us up. You know, I couldn't
probably
see him being that necessarily that obvious.
My theory is that we know something's going to happen with Spider. He's going to be caught between two worlds. He's not really a Na'vi, but he's not really a human. Who's his real dad? Who's he turn to for leadership and guidance? So he goes
turn into Dr. Phil.
so he goes over to the RDA because they have more of what he wants. They'll let him have whatever he wants. It's like in The Little Mermaid when Ursula gives Ariel the chance to go and find love, right? But she gets cursed, and so in the process of winning him back, his older brother is going to end up sacrificing himself to save him.
Also, did I see this wrong? Because I just watched the trailer once or twice, I think. Did I see this wrong, or did we not see Quaritch in a lot of shots?
No.
Yeah, we didn't see Quaritch a lot.
And also, we didn't see Spider a whole lot.
Nope, not at all. He's briefly, you can see him being kidnapped by the Recoms for about 2 seconds.
Yeah,
they're hauling him up into that helicopter.
Yeah. And then also, the one thing that stood out to me as well is that scene where Jake and Neytiri are like on this burning ship, and he is telling her to like be strong, right?
Yeah.
Just going off the expressions there, I would venture to guess that the something's bad already happened. Maybe someone's already died.
Yeah.
And from what the trailer shows, I'm not sure about it being Neteyam.
What do you think?
Because they showed what's the small girl's name again? Tuk,
Yeah.
something like that. Yeah, they show her getting like left behind. So, like when that underwater scene with the crab suits.
They wouldn't kill the kid, man. No way.
Hey, Jim said you
CJ.
gotta shit yourself with your mouth wide open.
Well, that's
God.
because of the visuals, not because of the killing children.
I don't know about that.
David Fincher killed Newt, not James Cameron.
Yeah. If
You
Jim
think
did
Jim's
that,
above
man.
killing children?
So I think it's okay. I would say Kiri has a higher chance of dying than a lot of others.
That's a good point.
Because also, if the theme in the movie is going to be reincarnation or coming back to life,
True.
I really do feel like.
But did they confirm Sigourney Weaver for all the sequels?
No,
Ooh.
I don't think so.
Ooh.
The only person who's out said that they're going to be in every single one is Stephen Lang.
Yeah, that's not very helpful. Because we know the bad guys in every single movie.
He's not going to be bad the whole way through.
Yeah, that's the other thing. We don't know if he's going to be bad the entire time.
I don't
because it would
honestly,
it would get tiresome by the end of the third movie.
Exactly. I was gonna say that because there's so many things you can have him do sort of as a bad person, as a villain, but not that much. I feel like it's gonna get repetitive.
Mm-hmm. Oh, so what did you think about the skull? Everyone keeps coming back to the skull crush. I would say that that's 100%. It's him crushing his own skull. He's gone
Probably.
back. He's found his body in the amp suit. He takes it out. He looks at it and crushes it.
I love it.
And so this plays into, we've been theorizing, how would the RDA have access to Quaritch's essence if obviously his body was left behind? They didn't go back and get it. So they must have had imprints, or whatever you want to call it, like whatever they're putting into the recoms, they must have had them already years ago.
Right.
Or they had a clone of him that they pulled it from somehow. They didn't need to go back and get him.
Right.
I will stick with the theory that they already had sort of his. Okay, this sounds super weird, but his mind on file.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which I wonder if it's if that's true, then what if he doesn't have he doesn't have a memory of dying? So like when would the backup be from? Would it even like where would they have that backup of his memories from?
Maybe it would even be from before he went to Pandora.
Right.
Or maybe in earlier days, because we don't see this in the movie, in the first one. Maybe from Pandora before whatever happens in Avatar 1.
That would be crazy.
My crazy theory is that Quaritch, the original Quaritch, it wasn't even really him. He was like a clone from the start. And whoever the real Quaritch is, he's still hanging out somewhere, maybe on Earth, maybe in space. And he doesn't even know what his clones or his recoms are doing. He's like a template that they're rubber stamping into different forms.
That sounds very terrifying and also kind of genius.
Mm-hmm.
By the end, when we actually see him, he's gonna be like Emperor Palpatine. He's gonna be all old, and, all old and crusty, and he's weak, and yeah. I don't know.
Or he's on his 10th reincarnation.
Right.
Someone's saying in the chat, didn't he say it's not over why they still have his DNA?
Right.
Yeah. I think Stephen Lang said that in one of the interviews. He said it's science fiction.
Oh boy.
That
So actually,
that DNA.
That means, I mean, technically that would mean if they were to grow him and as an avatar, but with his mind in there somehow, they would have to teach him every single time they rewind him.
I mean, so that's
can you imagine that those guys are having to teach him how to speak and walk and stuff every single time?
Surely he must have some memories.
Little baby Miles, just no, Miles, don't stick that in your mouth.
That would be hilarious. One of the things that I also keep laughing about is the fact that we could if because and I say this because in one of her interviews, Sigourney Weaver said that she takes on different forms in each movie, and I don't know how I don't know how literal that is. That basically that every film is a different variant of Kiri, and Kiri dies, comes back, Quaritch dies, comes back. That I guess a theme of the things could be that there's this kind of constant.
You made this point. You made the same point earlier that the whole it was something Cameron said. You have to the name of the franchise is Avatar, so you have to anchor that theme into every part of the movie. So there will be different reincarnations of everything.
I mean, that could mean that Quaritch Kiri is the counterpart to that, even though she's a child, which is a little bit messed up. Having a child find a grown-ass man. That both of them come back multiple times.
Yeah, but
because logical conclusion, I would think that Jake thinks that he defeated Quaritch by killing him, and then only to find out that he came back again in the movie after the one this year.
That's gonna be such a powerful scene when when they see that Quaritch is back. It thinks of, I don't know if you've seen RoboCop, but where he's like, "We killed you," and he'll go, "Oh my god, they actually came back." That would be crazy.
He comes back stronger than ever.
Yeah.
Also, someone else in the chat said that Day Back of the Memories Daily. That was I forget who it was. That would actually be interesting if he already had an avatar for some reason before, all you'd have to really do is like, link up, right? Because that would sound plausible, at least to me, that like when you link up, that they see what your brain looks like, right? Like we saw this in the first movie. What would be so difficult in this sci-fi universe to just take your mind and just it's like, download the zip.
They've got his mind on file. But I mean, for that one, I kept wondering, why wouldn't they make multiple versions?
Good question. Maybe they would want to have Quaritch 1 fighting Quaritch 2 over who is the real one.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. Maybe. I don't know. Or maybe this is probably this is all a bit experimental and they're not quite sure about all this yet. That's what I would argue.
I think this will play into why Quaritch turns against the RDA, because I want to say there's a sinister motive behind why they would do such a thing. We were casting a week or so ago saying, thinking why would they do a one and done with the recoms and implant their essence into a body? They'd lose that body. That's it. That's a multi-million-dollar investment. It's gone. But the RDA wouldn't care. They'd just say, okay, take that same thing, plug it, make a photocopy, plug it in again and again and again. And then the recoms will catch it, or Quaritch will catch onto this. He's like, they're torturing him. It's like Groundhog Day. They're literally recycling him over and over again. And he's going to, like Neo in the Matrix, he's going to have to find a way to unplug himself from that.
Ooh,
right?
That's interesting. Although that has been, as you just said, that has been done before. So I'm not sure how heavy Jim's leaning into stuff like this. I mean, it could work, except for if he just literally copies another story, because then it's not only going to be Pocahontas in space. It's going to be the Matrix in space and in water now. Yeah.
I mean, I think part of it would be, right, that if they could say to Quaritch, look, you be our soldier on Pandora and we will get you your human body back. Very much shadowing the thing with Jake.
Right.
And that either his redemption or his failure is, will he be like Jake and he will accept that and want that? Or will he, could Quaritch's redemption, if he, because that's the question, right? I agree with Amoniste. I think that that we will likely see Quaritch turning against the RDA. I think that's like a logical progression of his story. Then the real question is, does he become does he remain an antagonist? Does he become neutral towards both sides in some way? Or does he actively go against it and eventually say, look, I don't want to be human again. I've come to love Pandora.
I mean, Quaritch doesn't sound like a guy who, as you just said, becomes neutral to both sides. He's a either all or nothing type of guy.
But I think that how do I say this well? We all look at Quaritch as this evil guy, right? And he's obviously seen some horrible things in his life. He talks about it when his character is introduced. He's got all these battle scars. He's suffered through wars on Earth. He's like a Terminator. He's cold and calculated. He's lost his humanity. He needs to regain his humanity, and he's going to regain it on Pandora.
Yeah.
So there's no opportunity to do that on Earth. Earth is like a burnt out shell now. There's nothing there to do.
Maybe that is what we'll see.
And
in theaters, December 16th.
I did want to say we were talking a little earlier. One of the final shots of the Tulkun breaching the water and flying up in the air. We thought that was he was jumping onto the boat. I think, remember when we were casting 2 weeks ago and I said, I bet you the Tulkun is going to crash the gates at Bridgehead and flood the place. I think that he's breaching the perimeter wall, the defensive wall, and coming down, just like Free Willy. He's jumping right over it.
Oh my God, you're giving the haters more ammunition.
What? Now they're copying Free Willy.
With these things anyway, man. It's Free Willy in space.
Yeah, it's Free Willy in space.
But yeah, that's like a defensive wall. He's just jumping right over it. So
yeah,
that's an interesting thought. Yeah.
So are they stood on a? Is that a wall that they seem to be stood on?
Yeah, I was gonna go back as well.
I think I need to go back. I thought they were on a boat.
Yeah, it's not a boat; it's a wall.
Oh, that could maybe that's what Ashton mentioned that last time when we were talking about Bridgehead. You know that could be it could be them attacking Bridgehead.
Yeah.
Remember, everyone. So two things. One, please like the stream if you're watching. That really helps us. Two, if people say that it's just thingy in space, say it's not in space. It's on Pandora.
In
That's what you gotta
water.
say.
Thingy
Yeah.
on the moon.
Yeah, it's
Thingy
on
on the
a
water
moon.
moon.
It's on a water moon.
I also
and you
want
say water.
to say I don't know if anybody else caught this, but in the final battle shots where Jake is on the skim wing, he's flying into battle with Ekrons and RDA gunboats. So I don't know if it looks like they're flying in formation. The gunboats aren't firing at them; they're side by side. So it looks like there's going to be RDA boats going into battle too. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
I mean,
It kind of looks like they were flying together, but maybe
People are saying it's not Free Willy in space, it's Subnautica in space.
Subnautica. Subnautica is in space.
Yeah. No, Subnautica
No,
takes
it's
place
just
on Earth.
Subnautica
I thought Subnautica was on another planet.
with Vin Diesel and family.
Oh God. Hey everyone, hey guys, so if you're just joining, we're now 56 minutes into live streaming about the Avatar trailer. I think one of the big things as well was that, like, I don't know, you see that fight at the end, like you said, I'm looking back at it right now, that with the fire, and it seems like if someone's gonna die, I would bet it's there. But that screams final act to me. James Cameron loves fire and that kind of lighting in his final acts.
He also loves 2 or 3 final acts. So
Yeah.
It's not just one.
Yeah, very
But
true.
I get your point. I totally called it. I said that Neytiri is going to leap into battle on. I don't know if it's on the Sea Dragon or at Bridgehead, but she's going to go in guns blazing like Ripley and just tear the place up. She's going to kill a bunch of guys with her ceremonial bow from Atukan. That's the same bow. And then she's going to steal a couple assault rifles and a flamethrower and a pack of grenades, blow the whole place up.
She's gonna go in.
Someone was asking who the guy in the exosuit was fighting the Sullys. I don't know if that's a significant character. Yeah, if that's a significant character or not.
It just looks like that's just another grunt. Maybe I mean, it doesn't look like a recon. It looks like it's probably most likely a human. That was another thing. Yeah, like I said, we keep going back to this. There really isn't a lot of human, like the human base in the trailer.
Nope. We don't see Parker playing golf. I wanted to see him play some more golf.
We will. That'll be in the trailer too.
That'll be next extended edition.
There's a couple shots.
10 minutes of Parker doing golf in Bridgehead.
You got to show off the golf course.
Oh yeah,
dude, it would be funny if they had just, they probably, because Parker's not in this probably. It would be funny if they just had like a little nod to the first movie. Just sort of, maybe it's just that when they try to sort of go into Bridgehead, that you just see a little bag of golf clubs and a mug. Wouldn't that be funny?
That would be hilarious. The trailer is now up to 1.8 million views. We're at.
Sheesh.
Yes, that's nuts. How many likes has your comment got, Anamnesis?
I think it was about 4,000 last I checked.
What?
No, it's up to 7,500.
Oh my god.
Let me go back to
47 replies.
Wow.
Oh, dude, it's the first comment that I see. Yeah.
That's amazing.
I made a difference.
Yeah. Anamnesis was the 20th viewer.
What?
Well.
Yo, you're like on that. Sheesh.
Were you refreshing? How did you see that so quickly? Were you refreshing the page?
I have special secrets.
It was like F5, 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 F5.
No.
Mm-hmm.
I have a notification for the Avatar channel.
As soon as you went, it was there.
Oh, dude, notifications are pretty broken for me sometimes.
And by the way, everybody was so worked up about Good Morning America. I'm like, guys, relax. It'll come out at the exact same time online.
Yeah.
I mean, this probably helped. That no doubt helped them get 1.8 million views in 1 hour.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
My God. I wonder what this is going to be like at the end of the day.
Animaniacs, man, you got to edit your comment now and add subscribe to Avatar Guy in it.
Oh.
Since it's probably your comment is probably getting millions of views.
Wait, what good is that going to do if they've already seen it? If I edit it
That's
now,
true. That's true. But I'm just saying.
I
Search
didn't.
Avatar Guy.
Yeah, I know.
But yeah, okay, right. Crushing the skull. Did you think as well, DJ? I saw it
Mhm.
made me think of Terminator.
Where do you see
Oh
the
yeah, Parker is.
parallels?
You know, in Terminator 2, when it shows the skull
Yeah.
and then the
Beginning.
skull gets crushed.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. Like as soon as I saw that, I was like, that reminds me of Terminator.
Fair enough, yeah. It's been a while for me since I watched that, so
I guess also it has like, is it Hamlet where he's talking to the skull?
Yeah. Poor
Mm.
He's
Yorick.
got-
I knew.
yes. That he's God. I mean,
It's Shakespearean.
It's
James Cameron's
Shakespearean,
gone
exactly.
Shakespearean.
I mean, literally, like it genuinely is. He's holding the skull like he does in Hamlet.
Mhm.
He's not even, and maybe I wonder if we'll get a that difference, right? Because Jake showed his body a certain level of respect.
Mhm.
Like he buried it, he gave it a funeral, whereas
Yeah.
Quaritch isn't even showing that, and maybe it is showing his humanity's gone. That
Ooh.
maybe we're not going to get a redemption.
I
arc
mean,
for
it is
Quaritch.
gone literally, but we'll see how
But
deep
the fact that
this
he's
rabbit
showing
hole goes.
such disrespect to his own body, that he's just crushing the skull.
But I think that might just be playing into what I was saying earlier. He's got contempt. His contempt for the RDA will see its genesis there. Like he realizes he's being used as a tool now. Like he's a pawn. He's angry now.
I mean,
So
he
who
was
knows?
in the first movie. He was being used as well, but just by himself because he got super angry over something that the Navi must have done. I
Right.
mean, we never figure out how he got his scars, right?
Yeah.
I think it was probably a Viper Wolf.
Something like that.
If it was a Thanator, it would have cut his head clean off.
That is true. I bet. And okay, so this is an old theory that I read somewhere, is that people keep saying that the scars, because no one knows of where they're from, right? People keep saying that's like this, or theorizing that that's like this moment where he starts hating Pandora. It's like something happened to him out in the forest, and
Yeah.
whatever it was, he started hating it real bad then.
One of my thoughts was maybe he had a wife or whatever, someone special to him.
He did.
And well, look, in Project 880, we were talking about that before. It's a very dark, gritty, like R-rated story, and
You
a
got
lot
to
of
tell
people-
everyone what Project 880 is.
Well,
Animated for those who don't know.
Project 880 is James Cameron's original scriptment for Avatar from back in the 90s, before there was any hope of getting it made. And it was a very ambitious, very gritty, almost very classic 80s Cameron. It would have had an R rating. There was a lot of people dying in brutal ways. And there was a part of the plot in it was a love story between an Avatar pilot and a Na'vi, but it doesn't end up with a happy ending. She they both die. He commits suicide. He feeds himself to a Slinth. It's terrible. It's this awful thing. And so I think that happens more often than not when people go to Pandora. Their friends die. People are hollowed out by the experience of going there and the brutality of it. And so maybe that happened to Quaritch. Maybe he had someone that he lost and it hollowed him out, right? And that may be part of his contempt for Pandora.
Sounds plausible.
Yeah, no, I think I can see that. DJ was going to say something or not? And the other thing that I was going to say, are you there, DJ?
Oops, sorry, had to get
He's
some
back.
water.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, like the parallels that we keep talking about this, but the parallels between the original and the sequel, that the like there's, I mean that shot of the tree, I thought that was the tree from the original one, but when you look at it closer, it's something under the water.
With the Tulkun shot?
Yeah.
I think that's It looks a lot like what Curie was connecting to.
Oh,
Oh yeah, people in the chat. By the way, if you're listening to this now, you should see the trailer. So Vampire Kit, go to the official Avatar.
yeah. Go see the trailer before
YouTube.
you join
Watch
us
the
here.
trailer. Okay, go watch the trailer and then come back and tell us what you thought. And Charlie, I think to your point, I think that there's going to be something like there will be something along the lines of, actually, I don't know, can I share my screen? Can I start my camera? I don't know if I can. I haven't set it up so that I can stream the trailer through my thing. I don't know. Animanesis might be able to do it.
What am I doing?
Oh, this looks like
streaming the
it's the Tree of
trailer.
Souls, but underwater.
That's what I'm saying. It does, doesn't it?
You want me to stream it?
So stream the trailer, like like at the beginning of the call when me and you were talking.
Yeah.
But I don't know if you'll be able. I don't know if you'll have any sound. It'll just be the visuals.
I can try.
Oh yeah, what did you guys think about the soundtrack?
I loved it.
Same.
I hope
It's
I
not-
was saying. I
It
hope
didn't
we
give
hear
me the
something
chills
new.
like the teaser, but I
Yeah.
still was like, it felt comfy.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I think like that's a bit wrong to describe the whole trailer, but like
Yeah. You know what I mean?
first minute where
Yeah,
it's
of
not
course.
about death and destruction.
I didn't feel comfy when the skull was getting crushed or they were destroying
Yeah.
everything. Of course.
No, but I also thought it funny that the sort of opening shot was Neytiri trying to aim her bow and then looking down is like, "Fuck, I'm pregnant."
Yeah. And as Animanesis said, he said, that's such a James Cameron thing to do.
Yeah.
It's like peeking through the fourth wall, or what do you call it? Breaking the fourth
Yeah.
wall.
So we can only see half of it. Animanesis on your screen right now.
I know. I'm not sure. I got a wide screen. I'm not sure quite how to.
Oh, I see.
I'll work on it.
Let's
I
see.
hope it's unique. Yeah. Oh, yeah. This is okay. That's another thing, right? I wonder if they're going to release it in multiple, in loads of different languages,
Probably.
like they did before. I want to check how many views. The Avatar official channel has gained like 20,000 subscribers in an hour, and
It's not that surprising.
it's crazy, right?
It's yeah, but it's not that surprising.
Yeah, of course not. Of course not.
Because we probably just see the hate for this movie as well as people that love it. But I just know that most of my friends, they pretty much, like, some of them just watched it once, forgot about it, and they're like, "Oh yeah, this used to be a thing back then, right?"
Right.
So we're probably like, "Oh yeah, this is kind of good. Yeah, this is dope. Yeah, let's see what else is good. What else kind of news we're gonna get."
Mm-hmm.
Plus, you have this whole generation of people that didn't watch it in theaters back then, and that's what the re-release was for, to go see it in theaters before you see this one in theaters. Because if you haven't done that, there's going to be some questions.
Yes, for sure.
People
We know
kept
everything
saying
about it,
re-release
and we
was
still have
making
questions.
Yeah, I was going to say, we've been
Mhm.
fans forever and we
Mhm.
still have millions of questions. I don't know how.
Yeah.
A lot of people. I mean, when they released that image yesterday, of Quaritch stood in the jungle, there were people reporting that was Jake, and I was like, oh my god. They were like, Jake Sully looks over something. I was like, how can you think that that's Jake Sully?
He has dreadlocks, not short hair.
It's like, yeah,
Guys, can I just pause on this?
sure.
For all the Curie fans, we got an Atoki Arena coming down on top of Curie, right? Just like what happened with Jake, right?
Oh, let me
Yeah.
make Animanesis solo layout so that everyone can see this. So we can kind of
Okay.
here we go. Right, we're at it.
I just
Yeah,
wanted
we
to
got-
add- I
we
just
got
wanted
it
to say
coming
one
down.
little thing, like one snarky little thing before we talk about it. It looks like a very interesting grass sim with just one little force object trying to push the grass out of the way.
Maybe that's
Is it the wind or is it Kiri's energy that's making that grass move?
yeah. Like what is the cause of that?
Because look, it looks like
it
it's
looks too
pulsing out
perfect to be
from
wind.
her.
Maybe it's the breath of Awa coming down from the sky.
Very nice.
Wonder what that would smell like.
The breath of air, minty fresh. In fact, you know, so let's go. Right, go. Let's go back to the start. Right, let's go back to the start, and we'll just talk through.
Very first shot.
Let's go right back to the start. Yeah, now we can actually see what's going on.
This was the same footage that was in the sneak peek on the reef diving.
Yeah, we've got this reef diving. It looks like Soraya on the right, and that's her brother on the left. Then this is one that looks like one of the scenes from the post credits. By the looks of it. Let's go back. I mean, tears. People literally, I think that people are reacting to it in like a really emotive way. That looks amazing. Look at that. Imagine that in 3D.
Oh, man.
I don't need to imagine it. I saw it.
No, but I'm just talking about in the cinema. It's like going to be.
I know.
I love Kiri's face here.
Yeah, some people have pointed out. It seems like she doesn't even need to breathe.
Yeah, she's just like, yeah, I'm chilling.
You know what's funny? She instantly turns into Sigourney Weaver and she smiles. You can see that so clearly.
Right. Something I said is that these close-ups of these faces, like what you're talking about, that's what's going to sell this movie, is seeing the actors through their performance capture.
Yeah.
Oh, you really do with Loak in that still that came out yesterday.
Yeah.
In fact, that's one of the things that's going to massively improve, right? Is that
where are the obese Navi?
Is there any fat Navi? I don't think there is.
Maybe we'll see one soon. In the next,
surely.
In the third or fourth movie.
I mean,
oh no! See, once the RDA comes to Pandora and brings McDonald's and all the fast food, the Navi will get fat. Look at what we've done to other countries across the world. Once China got all the fast food franchises, they started getting fat, right?
Oh my god! Don't you dare say it.
Yeah. Okay.
I like that in this scene you can tell that you can see it in Zoe's face. She's trying to hold on to her talents, her abilities as a warrior and an archer. She's trying. She knows she's rusty and she's practicing. She's frustrated with herself.
And then shit.
And then that's the money shot right there. That one there. This is the key scene.
Oh yeah.
This is the most.
We need to talk about this one for at least 10 minutes.
She's questioning all her choices in life.
I'm shocked that they didn't put director James Cameron and they didn't bang all the titles of all the films, like director of Aliens, Titanic,
I think
Avatar.
You already know what he did, right?
You think now it's just like, look, if you don't know who James Cameron is at this point, what are you doing?
I mean, he has his name on two of the highest grossing movies ever. So
I also think that that one of Pregnant Nay, it's an almost exact. Like, it's shot so well that when she's about to shoot Jake.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's the same.
It's just like that. It's the frame the same and everything.
Although that
mated with this woman.
You mated with this woman. No,
look at the top of his head.
I do want to ask one thing. I know it's been the lore has been discussed and torn apart. James Cameron once stated, and I found this kind of surprising, that the Na'vi aren't considered mammalian, even though they have breasts and they get pregnant and they reproduce like we do. He says they're not mammals.
What are they?
Well, if she's pregnant and she's nursing, what
Monkey.
they have hair.
Maybe he changed his mind.
I don't know. It doesn't make any sense to me.
Monkey,
blue monkey, as the hate is referred to the movie. Blue monkey. Okay, that just looks. Look at that.
One thing that they've made huge improvements on over the first movie is the way that the sunlight comes through the canopy.
Oh yeah.
It's all the trees.
Look at this light. Look at this.
I feel like they've done. I mean, look, they've overhauled the render engine completely, as far as I can see. I mean, why wouldn't they? It's been 12 years. It's kind of time for that.
It's been 74 years. It's been 87 years.
It's been 123 years.
It's been 12 million years, everyone.
Oh man, the lighting looks really good.
It does.
I wasn't expecting things to glow that much, but yeah, it's crazy. See, this is what I'm talking about. This shot where the sunlight is coming down through the canopy. It almost looks like they took the CG characters and put them into a real shot of a jungle.
Look, it's little Nateum.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Fun.
God, it shows you how badly my eyesight is. I didn't realize that wasn't a team.
I mean, it just looks very much like the character on the sticker book, right? So
Yeah,
that's my first thought. Oh yeah, it really does look like they just took these CG characters and put them in a real shot. Look at that
Yeah.
little waterfall.
The jungle.
It looks like it's a little cutout from the Disney park.
God,
Mhm.
man, people are gonna get Pandora and the Blues again, 100%.
Mhm.
Gonna come out of
Yeah.
it literally just thinking I'm gonna go move to the
Also,
Amazon.
why does the left side of the shot look more real than the right side of the shot? Just the vegetation and stuff.
So
Oh,
is
shit.
is that the Tree of Voices?
That's the Tree of Souls.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
sorry, yeah, that's what I mean, the Tree of Souls.
old shot coming back to
Well,
what
this
they
is
did in
another-
the first movie.
This is another flashback. The scene we just shot with Nateam and with Natiri. These are all older shots. These are flashbacks because you see there's Atukan. Right?
Oh,
Or I'm sorry. Maybe I
Actually-
shouldn't say
Isn't
that.
that
Maybe,
Moat?
maybe no.
Yeah.
That's Moat. Sorry, I don't even know where.
That's Moat.
That's Moat.
But I
So
wonder
whoever-
who they're doing the ceremony for.
If that's not Atukan, it's somebody who's taken up his role as chief of the tribe. If it's not a
Who are
flashback.
but who are they doing the ceremony for? Because
Maybe it's the birth of Jake and Natiri's kid or something like that.
Yeah, maybe.
Kiri.
Oh yeah.
Or no, it could be a whole bunch of different things.
Here's Took.
Playing with
Little
that.
precious
That
little
flower does not look like it's something you want to be messing with.
Nah, but come on, they're
No.
kids. She's like, look, sticky little plant.
Yeah, look at it. It's like, look at it. Look at this. Look at this plan.
She's
Look
got
at the
some of
plant.
she's got some of Jake in her. She plays with the plants.
Bruh,
then,
look
yeah.
at this plant.
Kiri.
And we were talking about this nighttime flying shot too. This is I think this is another flashback too. This is a
Mhm.
throwback to the original where they're flying. And also, I don't think
ain't
we've
even
ever
pregnant
seen
yet.
I don't think we've ever seen the Tanhi on the Ikran glow before.
No, we haven't.
So this is kind of a new thing.
That looks really, really nice. In fact, I can't wait to see more night shots like this.
Yeah.
Oh man, please stuck at work.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, he is.
Oh, that's
He won't be
unfortunate.
back for 4.5 hours. So you better strap in, DJ.
Oh boy. That's
Everyone get comfy.
I feel like the Tanhi stand out on everybody, including the Na'vi this time. They're,
Yeah.
they're so
also
much
they look
brighter.
a lot more scattered. Maybe a little bit more size variation than the first movie, because in the first movie it was just like those little fiber LED things you get.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Where you have
fiber
like little
optics.
yeah.
Right.
It just looked like they put those on the characters and but same spot size, same brightness, sort of that stuff. This looks more sophisticated, just like everything else, basically. Like
And I don't know how many people caught this, but behind Jake there, that's Polyphemus. So they're in a downward fall. They're descending. He's facing the ground and they're going down, just like in the original. So that's the moon. I'm sorry, that's the gas giant Polyphemus behind him. Or as those who are familiar, it's the Eye of Awa.
Yes.
Right.
Also,
very
this-
unhappy with the animation. Yeah, sure, buddy.
I'm happy with the animation. What? What have those people been smoking out there?
AG, you gotta ban these trolls. They're all over the place.
I don't
Guys,
care.
remember, hit like on the video. Or Jim will haunt you.
Are these the vines?
Even if you didn't like the trailer, you
Yeah,
have
it
to like
look-
these
it looks-
three guys.
Animation is right. It looks like they're flying around the floating mountains.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's where the Matakaya have relocated to.
I don't.
That is an interesting
I think this
crackpot
is.
theory.
I think this is a flashback.
Yeah.
You know, when they were happily married before they had kids.
Hold up. How long has Jake had his dreads then?
I don't know.
Or did they just switch to this like immediately after A1 and just say like, yeah, he has dreads now?
That's very hard to speculate on.
It's gonna be the next crackpot theory on
But-
the Discord server.
I think once we'll get to see what their marriage was like when they were young and happy, and as they have kids, it's like Cameron has said, this is a story about shifting responsibility. They're hanging up their spurs, and their responsibility is to their children, not to each other.
Yes.
So they may become a little distant, or what's the word? Distant from each other and closer to the kids. Neytiri will bond with Took and with Kiri maybe,
Yeah,
and
sure.
Jake will bond with his sons, and they'll have a lot of friction in between them.
Hold up, someone. Where is it? Faray C just said, "Hey, if you look closely at the shot when the kids are running, you can briefly see Spider."
Yeah.
This
Where?
one or one later.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Oh, later on, or this one?
That's
just
a good
curious.
question.
Farai, you got to tell us, man. You got to give us a timestamp.
Yeah. And 158 looks like one of the kids die.
What? Oh, yeah. Well,
we're gonna get to that. We'll get to that. We're going through this slow.
I really like this.
Could easily be mistaken for a poorly made FPS video game cutscene. Man, you have never ever tried to render something, have you?
Absolute smoking crack.
DJ, we don't care about what Irony Get has to say.
Fair enough.
This scene is very.
Do you want to join the stream?
Ooh.
We'll wait for him.
Yes.
Is hard drive there? Is he here? 2 million views in an hour.
Just ping him.
I don't know where our hard drive is.
Also,
yeah,
someone said earlier,
keep
can
going.
the American guy do a face reveal? He sounds hot.
They're not wrong. Hard drive. Here you go. I'm going to send you the link just in case you can join. There you go.
Yeah,
Common Cameron L. Iron Ingot's trolling, man. He's 100% trolling.
Of course he is.
James Cameron doesn't know what it's like to lose.
Yeah, he doesn't.
He's like Captain Kirk.
Yeah, he is. He is.
He has no idea what it feels like to lose. I mean, I guess not anymore. He probably does, but not.
Yeah, but he had a
no.
lot of L's when he was growing up and making it in the industry, but
not
obviously
now.
not
Not
now.
since.
Let's keep going. Come on, Amanis. Keep
Okay,
playing.
I was just gonna say, I think this is a very important shot, especially for a lot of fans. Hey, Hard Drive.
Hard Drive has joined. Welcome.
that have been talking about Kiri. I was
Hello.
holding my breath and waiting to see how that would play out. This is a clear indicator that she has the same connection that Jake had initially. Awa is reaching out to her in this scene. That's important. It's she's got the Otokirina on her arms. They're all over her body. Yeah, I don't. You guys should have heard me and the Avatar guy when we were first talking. We were just like,
yeah, we were basically
what?
Kind of like that they integrated the little preview scene shots as well, stuff from the teaser.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
This is exactly what I wanted it to be. It's it's expanding on what the teaser was. It's not giving away the whole story. It's not giving away plot points. It's just more stuff, which I love. More fleshed out.
And then just a bit with it. So again, hard drive. What did you think of Kiri's voice?
It was. I mean, you know that it's Sigourney Weaver's, but it definitely does sound younger. They've done a good job with the editing the audio.
Yeah, this is what I think.
Puberty hit her hard. Yeah.
And I love this little throwback to Torok Makto on the original. Grace's voice is mighty.
Okay, how does it feel? Mighty. Oh, Awa. Yeah, look, there's 2 Tulkun there. That's going to be insane.
There's a lot of them.
Yeah.
Do you think they're hunting them here? Because that's Tonawari, right?
Nah.
Yeah. Maybe that. I mean,
this. Okay, this could be any thing. Basically, they could be hunting them. They could be doing stuff with them. This looks more like in sort of introductory shot to this new sea tribe than something that's it. Yeah, these shots all look like they're sort of early in the movie.
Yeah.
Go to Pandora, get some rings, get some necklaces.
Hang on, guys. I want to. Is it? You
Aw.
see this? Whatever he's holding there, is that like a fishing net or a? Is that something they made, or is it something they stole from the RDA?
It could
know,
be
I think
either
they-
one.
maybe
I
they
can't
stole
see
it.
anything with the like
Oh.
compression and stuff.
Yeah,
Can't wait until someone
guess-
gets the uncompressed version of this.
I know. I guess they're going fishing
I'm
here.
very surprised that they didn't release this in like 4K, 40.
They will.
Yeah, I would have loved that.
They will. They never release anything on the Avatar channel in 4K. But there will be other channels that have.
I mean,
it.
look. Is this all just because of Jim saying, "I don't want you to watch this movie on your phone"?
Probably.
It could
Probably.
be. This is just Jim's directive and of saying like, "Oh yeah, no, they don't need this in 4K. They're gonna watch it on little tiny screens anyway." These plebs.
I know. It's what difference does it make? Did anybody else notice how this echoes the shot when Jake is coming down on Toruk Makto against the scorpions in the climax?
Yes.
The sun is at his
Interesting.
back and he's screaming. This is like a little nod to that.
Someone saying, "Please go back to 101, 1 minute 1 second."
Yeah, I was talking about this earlier.
Man, the lighting looks so good.
This is underwater.
Oh,
This is what they're connecting to.
whew.
It's
It looks like the Tree
underwater
of Souls, but
souls.
underwater. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not surprised that
Or
they have
jellyfishy.
sort of an
That's-
underwater like counterpart to what the Omaticaya have as a tree.
Right. That's shown a little later
That
on.
clan's all about water. Oh God, don't let Nestle hear this.
I can't even find the shot. There's a shot of the Tulkun swimming around it later on.
That's just to keep watching it, I guess. Oh yeah, and if you're watching the stream and you haven't seen the trailer, what are you doing here? Go watch the trailer.
In that little bit where it's like they only showed that in the original when it's someone avataring into something
Mhm.
else. It is Kiri. Like maybe Kiri has that ability that she can just kind of go into the mind of Ewa.
Ooh, interesting. I mean, that would also make any sort of death a little bit less consequential, I guess.
I mean that's one of the things that we have been reiterating is that one of the major themes could be that death is. I mean, we already have seen that Quaritch is back and that Grace/Kiri is back to some extent.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like that question.
Yeah.
It's already
These
at
are just-
25 million views. Holy shit.
What?
It's already at 25 million views.
Wait, what?
The
Wait,
trailer-
what?
The trailer's at 25 million.
Are you
What?
serious?
I just
Are you
looked.
sure?
I'm just seeing 1.9 on YouTube.
Where
This
are
can't
you?
be right. This
Wait,
can't be
what?
right.
Where-
25,423,000.
Wait, where are you getting this from?
Just the
It's
video.
just making up numbers.
It's so many people
It's-
are going to. It's just
It
making-
shows 1.9 million for me.
I don't know why it got
Dude.
25.
You have to
Let me
refresh
see
your
what it
page.
says.
I know that's
for
the
me.
teaser. Why is it? It won't show me the real one. It's just showing me. Oh, that was the teaser. I thought.
Okay, I was gonna say. Oh my god.
I thought it was, but it's not showing it to me. I can't find it. It's disappeared. I'll have to copy the.
I'm seeing two.
Ooh.
I thought it was at 25 million for a second. I was
What
like,
are the
damn, that
two?
was fast.
Boy.
Oh yeah, that guy and Loak are gonna have one hell of a time, huh?
Oh yeah.
Because
Yeah.
they just showed two shots of them looking at each other menacingly.
There you go.
Um, sorry,
Gonna
Adam.
have the menacing vibe.
Yeah, 1.9 million views.
Oh, he's not wearing any shoes.
Look at this dude. Look at his feet.
Nah. Let's not do that. That's an After Dark thing.
Oh
What?
no, not no, we're not talking about this. We've
Keep going.
Keep it PG.
I like that they integrated the Skell suit into an action shot here. This is really
Yeah, that is really
Yeah,
interesting.
It totally
Although
reminds me of Terminator.
It looks a little clumsy. Not gonna lie.
I think once we see it in high frame rate, you'll change your mind.
Yeah, because that's one of the things. That scene there is 100% in a high frame rate in the real movie,
Mhm.
and it's obviously not in the trailer.
Oh, I love that shot.
That's the Apocalypse Now.
Is
Man,
this?
look at that! Look at that
This-
quality.
Look at
the
this dude.
lighting.
I know. This is another classic Cameron thing: red, orange, blue.
Mm.
Red
Yeah.
lit on one side,
Sub-
blue on the other.
Look at
You look
come
at
on.
Terminator or you look at Aliens. It's the same lighting setup.
Look at this dude. No, if you're saying that this looks like a cutscene,
So this
you're
one.
high on
Okay, so this
something.
one here, this shot here, right? The one of everything on fire. So just keep going. Right.
Mhm.
Is that Neytiri and Kiri? Who is? or
It
is that-
looks
is that
like Jake and
Neytiri?
Neytiri.
Jake and Neytiri.
Look, here's
Right.
dreads.
So
Ooh.
This is this
That
now.
shot
This
there-
is a metal shot. That is
Yeah.
Just jump back. Just jump back 1 second, right? I just want to look at this one a bit more, right? Is that what? Like, look at that damage. Like Animanesis said earlier, right? There's no way that the RDA we saw in the original movie could do this kind of damage.
True.
You need real weapons, big
Yeah.
weapons.
But also, what is burning here?
I'm guessing this
Is
is
it just the
the
forest?
Omaticaya forest.
Oh,
I don't know if they're clear cutting for Bridgehead. We still don't know where Bridgehead is. I think
actually,
it's far
hold
away.
up. That
I
would
don't think
make
it's-
that would make total sense because you know in the first movie, all of this stuff at the end happens within like a day or two,
Yeah.
and they don't have a way to put out the fire that they had at Home Tree, right? So it might be totally plausible that they're like after everything's said and done, they're trying to go back, see like, hey, can we salvage anything from this? And they just go back and see this.
Could be. I think this is like the first. This is
Because it is
why-
a massive tree that's burning.
Well, this is the whole jungle that's burning.
Because this shot
They get-
reminds me of that shot when Moat and Neytiri walk away from the burning tree, and
Yeah.
they just like we look real sad.
Yeah, and we know that that the Omaticaya get pushed out. They have to leave.
Mhm.
The RDA is ingressing or moving forward, and they're bombing them out. So
And that's what they say in the teaser. As well.
this may be what prompts them to leave.
Man, Quartz looks really sad.
Yeah, very disappointed in himself.
He looks like
Yeah.
he has been lied to.
Look
Right.
at that. Look at that.
Mm.
That's,
That's-
literally
that's-
Hamlet.
That's what I'm saying.
I actually saw a comment about that on the thread. yeah, yeah.
Yorick. Look at that.
Look at his
He's
dude. Look at
That's
the top of
that's
his
another
head.
Cameron. That's another James Cameron one right there, right? So look, he shows it
Yorick.
twice, and you know when he does Hasta La Vista Baby and he shoots the T-1000 and it shatters.
Right.
He's showing it the skull cracking twice. So it's squeezing, and then when it cuts to the front of the skull, it's still it's like a second just before.
Yeah.
Look at that! Look at Quaritch, man.
Look at this dude.
I
Look at
love
this
I love the sense of scale that we're going to get from this movie.
Yeah.
Skull, his human skull literally fits in the palm of his hand.
dude. Yeah,
It's,
Which
it's
is
tiny.
insane.
It's like an apple.
Although he doesn't really look, oh, there's Spider. He doesn't really look that relieved to be crushing the skull. He looks kind of sad and like torn.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
It's like a
let's get
mixture of
in
anger and sadness.
Definitely.
Look, is that Spider with a recon?
that's Spider.
It does look like it.
Because yeah,
Man,
that
see how
ain't
small he
blue.
is. It's a little kid.
He's hanging on to the back of him, yeah.
It's Tarzan. It's Tarzan dancing with the wolves.
So we know there was some other footage at D23 where the recoms were in the jungle at night hunting the Sullys. I think this is the end of that scene because you can see all the leaves blowing around in the air. They come in and they grab Kiri, maybe, and Spider.
Hmm.
or maybe even Took. I don't know.
Ooh. Speaking
Oh,
of,
visuals look so nice there. It's just like being on
Yeah.
holiday again.
So clean.
no,
crisp
it
as
looks
well.
it looks like it's PS2 graphics.
I want to know what PS2 games these people were playing. The people.
Yeah,
that say that.
dude, I want that PS2. Holy shit. I'm selling my 3090. I want that PS2. If this is what PS2 graphics look like, mamma mia.
Can't wait to hear what Minty has to say about Tonowari.
Yeah, look.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Well,
No, I was gonna
Tonowari.
say that. I was gonna say that he's gonna lose his freaking mind.
Oh, yeah.
He's
No,
gonna
but
go
look at the
buck
next
wild.
shot.
His line here is "Don't bring your war to us," right?
Mhm.
Which is interesting. I mean, they're
Which is not what is happening in the movie, from what we can see.
right. They're coming anyways. I don't
That's
get
what she
that.
said. What? No, look at the next scene. Look at the boy walking in the foreground, and then Loak. They're gonna have beef.
I think this might be Ionung.
Black's doing
no,
like.
mate.
You see, he's doing some kind of
Mate.
thing to him. He's doing the ICU, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I see.
he's greeting him.
That's
They
a
have
pretty
just like,
aggressive
nah.
ICU.
well, they
No,
have
he doesn't look angry. He looks more sort of like, hey, trying to say hello, bro.
there's an uneasy tension there,
Mm-hmm.
right? They're like foreigners.
But all of them look that uneasy.
I'm trying to see if this was that's Soraya, right? Is this Ionung and gosh, what's the other name? I'm going crazy. Anyway. Just wondering who everybody is.
Yeah, someone saying Juan is saying, wonder what time they learned English a decade ago. That is one thing. How
Well,
did these guys learn English?
Okay, so everybody that connects to AWA through one of those neural links, they share common knowledge. So if Grace taught the Omaticaya English, the Metcaina could link up and learn it too, right?
Yeah,
It's
but-
like the Matrix.
Yeah,
I
but
want to know
then
Kung Fu. You
Then
download it to their brain.
why would the kids need to learn how to hunt and stuff anyways if they could do just that?
Well, that's a physical skill, not a mental skill.
Fair enough. It's also mental though.
Yeah. I don't
Maybe
know.
there's something to be had there.
I can't think of another good explanation for how everyone would know English.
Fair enough.
Um,
All right, yeah.
I mean,
The collegial folks are going to argue about this, no doubt.
Oh, I know. See,
Yeah.
high
That boy's
tension here.
angry.
They're getting fighty. And
it's
I
actually
was
going to be their version of, when you mated with this woman instead of that.
Oh,
The
guys,
whale.
see
The
that.
whale.
I'm pretty sure they ran
Tolkien.
this. I'm pretty sure they ran this shot right past Disney to make sure she looks like the Little Mermaid or a Disney princess.
Hmm.
This is so funny.
Yeah.
The big
Those eyes
eyes.
are massive. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Absolutely.
Someone talking about the big anime eyes.
Yeah, yeah.
Nani?
We know Jim is a huge fan of those big anime eyes.
I think Avatar
Oh,
is
he
already
loves himself some huge
Yeah.
freaking eyes.
Battle Angel Alita.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I forgot about
I've
that.
got to bring that meme back where it's just a dude with 2 paper plates taped to his head.
Yeah, I want to see that.
Avatar needs to do a sketch of this, but like make the eyes even bigger.
Oh my god. It's like, oh no.
And I one thing I forgot to say is just in general, I love how all the I'm gonna sound like a total girl, but all the accessories on everybody, the beads,
Oh
all
yeah.
the little teeth and claws, and everything in their
Yes.
clothing. There's so much more detail, like in
Love it.
every little piece. The jewelry in the first movie looked almost janky by comparison.
A really cool bit
Yeah.
about this is that shot there is the same shot from the teaser when they're flying over the reef, and the
Right.
water looks far better in this new one.
Oh, really?
Yeah, someone did a comparison shot in the Discord server.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Ziebler.
The foam on the waves looks different, right?
No, the entire water sim is different.
Oh,
It's it has like no, it's not as not as
Look at this water, man. Look at that wave.
Mm. I mean, yeah, the last one came out 5 months ago. So that's 5 months development in CG.
Yeah, that's a good point. 5 months of rendering.
Yeah, as I said, they weren't done with the shots yet when they put out this teaser. They just took some of the things they could get, probably,
Yes.
that weren't quite done yet, and put
Look-
them into a teaser just so they could have something, probably.
Yeah. One thing that I noticed about this, by the way, that it looks like it's really deep.
It might not be.
Like there's not,
Yeah.
but there
This,
doesn't,
yeah.
doesn't seem to be natural light streaming down
They're-
from above.
right,
The
they're
light
not-
source seems to be that.
They're not
You know,
even
this
surface.
looks really deep, true. But then again, you could also you lose light quite quickly underwater.
Yep.
This is twice the scale. Also, you have this giant glowing tree thing in the background, which would, camera-wise speaking, probably lower exposure. So you might not be seeing that much of it. Also, this might be under something. Because it's like a coral reef, right?
Right.
That's true.
Oh man, I love the little bioluminescent trails of bacteria and whatever that is. Like, this thing where
Algae.
we have this on, the algae where it's like bioluminescent when you like move it. I love that they put this into the movie as well.
Yeah, just so everybody knows, that's a real thing on Earth.
Yes.
There's bioluminescent algae.
Yep.
Just they're
It
not this
is.
bright though.
But it's a real thing. Oh, look at that.
I mean,
So
it is pretty bright.
Oh,
And
this
it's
is
like when you walk in the sand, your feet light up.
this is at that
This
Cove
is
of Ancestors thing with the floating rocks and stuff, which would
This is
also
right
explain why
before
they
the-
have northern lights, because
Right,
it is really high
exactly.
magnetic fields there.
Right. They're coming. I speculated some time ago this is some kind of an eclipse where
Oh,
Proxima Centauri is going behind Polyphemus, so it looks like it's at night, and you see
Mhm.
these auroras, and then they come out from underneath it into that opening.
this
sun comes out.
might be a little later in the movie after something's happened already. Jake's all scratched up,
Yeah, yeah.
and they're like, "Fine, okay, we'll host you." Maybe
The-
this is after Spider gets abducted.
Yeah, Tonawari is starting to understand the seriousness of the situation. I will fly with you.
Yep, has the same.
You are
energy.
my last shadow.
So that's
Guys,
the
I'm going to be
thing
gone
we've
for
seen
2
in the
minutes.
teaser.
I'll be back in 2 minutes. Dude,
Yeah,
keep
okay.
continue without me.
Do you guys think that this is the Sea Dragon? Because we were talking
Oh,
in
it's-
detail. I'm like, I thought the Sea Dragon would be way bigger, like Titanic sized.
I mean,
and
it is big though. Like you can fit
Yeah.
the original dragon into this.
I mean, there's quite a lot of the crab suits just littered about the entire
Mm.
thing. I imagine it probably is.
it looks like the catwalks are very similar to what we were shown from the Sea
Yeah,
Dragon.
no, that's definitely the teaser. Like where whatever happens in teaser happens. So maybe this is what they take down in the movie. Maybe that's the point of focus.
Yeah.
Maybe we don't quite get to Bridgehead yet.
I don't know. I think this thing flies too, or it could.
Yeah, it has a lot of fins for something that does not go underwater, I would assume.
Right.
Because like those turboprops don't look like you could put that underwater.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway.
Yeah, man, the teaser was 5 months ago. It's been a while. Esther.
I also really like that you can see. We didn't know going into battle. Ronal's on a skim wing, but there's also
Mhm.
Ekrons here. And in a later shot, they're also going up alongside some
The
human
skip wing's
gunboat.
also wearing a bra, and she's
that's,
Oh god.
that's for her flippers.
and she's pregnant.
Are you sure? Wait, oh, you mean Ronal?
Yeah, but
Or the skim
she's
wing.
just
I thought you were talking about the
or
skim
she's just fat. I don't know. Maybe there's your obese
No.
Navi. No, I'm just kidding. No, she's she's pregnant.
Do you guys think this is the shot from the Empire magazine cover?
Oh yeah, it might be.
Very likely.
I mean, look how many shots they've elaborated on that have already been like in the cinema scenes, in like the teaser. This might very well be.
Yeah,
Look how many of them there are.
I know. That's what I'm saying. There's
Mamma mia. Also, can the skimwings both fly and
Yes,
sort of
they
out of the
can.
water? Okay.
Not like an Ekron, but they can take off out of the water and glide for a bit.
Because saying the ones in the back there, they look like they're definitely flying.
Mhm.
Interesting.
They can get some air. Earlier on, Tonowari is hunting on one, and it's way up in the air.
Mm-hmm. Sure. He's like flying over the camera.
Mm-hmm. We think this is Ronald's baby.
This is. I don't know, man. This looks kind of wrong to me, having just a baby in the water. Like, it's
Child
okay. It's
would be
not
glad.
unsupervised, but it's that's out there.
The Tulkun will take care of him.
Yeah.
I don't know what other baby it would be.
Yo, hold up.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
The recoms are marching through the Metcaina Reef
Oh,
and
that's
they're taking
very,
prisoners.
That looks very sad.
Oh, that looks grim.
They bombed the whole place.
With
And I
them
think-
just being like down on the ground and like
This does not look like if this is an
No,
elu.
Elu. They killed
Is-
the Elu.
I don't know if
Yeah.
it's dead or not. It
I
looks
think
like it's
It
dead.
looks pretty dead. It's turned over on its side.
Yeah.
and yep. Next shot we see Took getting lost.
Yep.
Swoop.
Is
Oh, and the crab suit right behind them.
Yep.
Oh God.
Mm.
See, that's
That looked like
Right.
Winfrey for a second.
this happens.
Get some. And
Yeah,
there's another one.
Those things are pretty nimble. I didn't expect them to be so jumpy.
Yeah, I expected them to be a little bit more clumsy and not as agile and precise.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's what sort of robotics are nowadays. Oh, Nitir is angry.
Yep.
This is the scene we saw in the teaser.
Yeah. I'm assuming this is the sea dragon that Natiri goes and rescues Took
Probably.
after she gets kidnapped by that
Yeah.
crab suit. The whole place is turned
Probably.
upside down because this emergency exit is upside down. So it's
Mhm.
like a Poseidon
And
adventure.
the table's on the ceiling.
Right. It's nailed down to the floor.
Mhm.
So this is like a mix of Titanic and the Poseidon adventure. They're
And
This is
that
a-
looks very scary with all the water
Yeah.
coming in. And then being it's like shit. That
Yep.
look is like that look
This
like
is-
shit. We might not get out of here.
right. This is just like Rose in Titanic when she's panicking and
Yeah.
the lights.
Although I
go
gotta
out.
say the facial expression looks the same as Grace's oh fuck
Yeah.
in the first movie.
Yeah. She doesn't know her way around the ship at all.
And they've already lost someone there. Someone in the background. That looks like it might be Loak. This is Kiri summoning shit with her powers.
Yeah, we were talking about Dragon Ball
She's
Z
like,
before.
yeah.
You see how
Hell
her
yeah.
you see her Tanhi light up as they move forward? Look, it's like a wave of light that comes up
Oh
on her.
yeah. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
It builds up on her.
She's going Super Saiyan.
She's going Super Saiyan.
Yeah.
And these two guys are just like,
Oh,
what the fuck?
Kiri's Q is underattached or something.
Yeah, this is where she's hooked up to that feather plant in this. in the
Mm-hmm.
movie.
Oh yeah. Mm.
And it's lighting up too. Wait, maybe this is no. This is probably at the reef. This looks like a different
Mhm.
setting.
Yep.
Anyway, I know Kiri fans are gonna go mental over this one.
Elf's gonna pass out. Oh, there we have.
That-
Who is that? That's hold up. Who's that? That's Took. That's Loak. And who's on the right?
Kiri, you mean? Or oh,
No, in that shot. Yeah, on the right,
Yeah.
behind that post beam thing.
that's probably
Man, just look at that. Look at that human on the left. Look how big everything is. Look how
know.
massive
Yeah.
that Tolkien is.
I love the
It
scale
is
of everything.
Gigantic.
Yeah. I initially thought this was a boat, but I think it's the defensive wall at Bridgehead. As-
Might be,
As
maybe
he's
not.
jumping over it, he's doing a free willy over this wall.
Oh,
See, because on this
I
side
mean, yeah.
the water's one color, It's a different color over here.
True.
That's the only way they can get into Bridgehead because it's so well
We
defended.
don't see a whole lot.
I know.
Come on, Jim. No, but that's one of the things I was a little bit missing a little bit with all the post credit scenes with the teaser and all is that like just the sheer scale of things, and I
Yeah.
love that they put a shot like this in there just to show
Yeah.
that this is freaking massive.
This is basically the same shot on the Way of Water art book that's coming out.
Oh yeah,
He's doing that same move over the.
yeah. We know
wall.
we know the Tolkien's love jumping.
Yep. What do you guys think of the boats in this scene as the skimwings are flying? It's like they're flying with RDA boats, like they're in
Mhm.
formation to go into battle, but they're not
Yeah, no,
shooting.
they definitely.
They're not shooting
Oh,
at him.
wait.
So have they joined forces with
What the
some
hell?
humans? Maybe I'm misinterpreting that, but
Yeah, I think so. Because wait, hold up. Are they shooting in the background?
well, there's no firing going on. It looks like they're all going. It looks like they're all going in the same direction.
Maybe they're just racing back.
Maybe they're just flanking them from behind.
I mean, logically, the only thing that would make sense to me was if this was some sort of thing like, okay, like say the kids are about to blow up some shit, right? And the humans are like, oh shit, we gotta go, otherwise we're not going back home.
Yeah.
And Jake's trying to be faster than them because he also wants to blow shit up because he's a himbo.
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
Pretty certain this is that's Neytiri with her ceremonial bow from Meitukan. I just don't know if this is the Sea Dragon or Bridgehead. It might be Bridgehead.
I
think
don't
it's
know.
the Sea Dragon.
It
It's way
seems like
bigger.
a little early on for them to take on Bridgehead if there's going to be
Yeah.
5
Yeah, I would
movies
expect
or
that
4
in maybe the
movies.
third or fourth.
Mhm.
At the
I think
earliest.
that this is the Sea Dragon, and
Yeah,
the other
yeah.
the hovercraft that we saw isn't.
Right.
And Mike Zafang saying, speaking of live action, it's crazy how this will be the first actual shot in stereo movie since Alita and Gemini Man in 2019.
Shot in stereo. You mean like native 3D?
Sounds like it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know exactly what that means, but
Well, it's not post-converted 3D. They use a special 3D camera
yeah.
with stereo lenses.
And they probably just wrote a plugin for whatever render engine they're using for the CG shots.
Mm-hmm. So this is a scene that I have totally predicted, like Neytiri going Ripley mode to go and save Tuktiri.
Yeah, Hester, why is Quarch in a Navi body? Because he died. Hey, Sully, how's it feel to betray your own race? I
Can't
feel
wait.
like
I
we'll
really hope he says that line. to
feel like
Bannister.
we'll be coming back to that, yeah.
Just looking at him like, what? You're also recombinant.
Yeah,
And
what do you got?
yes,
What do you got to
meant
say
it is
now?
3D.
What are you gonna say now, mate?
I mean, Jake did the analog version of it. Quarch probably got the digital one.
Yeah. There's going to be a lot of quipping going on between them, I'm
Mhm.
sure. That was something I was hoping to see in this.
Yeah. Although maybe that was again. It maybe he doesn't want to spoil them at that moment because he knows that's a moment everyone's looking forward to.
Yeah.
Yo, actually, Neytiri looks. This is just a weird thought, but she looks in that shot. She looks kind of similar to them. You remember these original screen tests they
Yeah.
did for the first movie,
Right.
with these two characters that look very like a lot more alien.
Yeah,
Looks kind of similar to me.
it does.
Yeah, it's quite a tearjerker, that one.
Neytiri's literally thinking, ever since you showed up in my life, Jake, it's been nothing but stress.
Yep. First the kids, now this.
Right.
It's obviously the Metcaina camp that's just burning in the background.
It looks like they came back just after Quartz and the gang where they're burning shit down.
I don't think this is the reef, though. I think this is a battle on the water on one of the ships.
I mean, there's a dead banshee on the left. There's
No,
water on the
it's-
right.
This one? It's not.
Yeah,
dead.
that looks like. Oh,
You can
actually,
s-
no, it might not be dead. Yeah.
You can see the wing move.
True.
Yeah, it's alive.
It's alive. What is all the stuff behind him? That's water and gasoline on top of water burning.
I think this is probably a ship. Or
Yeah, it looks like a ship or crab suit or something like that. We can't really see more than that though, because there's so much smoke.
Mhm.
And that is it.
Well, no, we got to go over this.
I mean, if this doesn't prove to everyone that Vin Diesel's not in it, then I don't know what will. Like, genuinely, if Vin Diesel was in this movie, his name would appear there, 100%.
Yeah.
It isn't there. He's not in the movie. It's okay. He might be in 4 and 5. He's not in 2 and 3.
Look, maybe he's just some background mechanic in Bridgehead working on a Charger, an old one.
No Charger.
Who knows?
That car would be like almost 200 years old at that point.
Yeah, but it's Vin Diesel. It's fucking Don Toretto, man. He likes them old cars.
Hell yeah.
What do you guys think of this? We were
Well,
told
not
PG.
rated yet.
We were told PG-13.
Man, I would honestly, I'll be kind of scared if they go above that, but also I would love to see that.
Yes,
They already showed it.
But
Skull
I
being
heavily,
British hand.
heavily doubt they will though, because they want this to be a family movie.
It'll be PG-13, 100%.
Mhm.
They'll probably scoot around a few corners to get that though.
Yeah. Also,
Yeah.
can I just say, Simon Franklin did such an amazing job with the music.
Mm-hmm.
Spiritual successor to
It's not just to James Horner. He already worked on the first movie. He did all the electronic sound effects for the music.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what he does different than Horner.
Looking forward to
Yeah.
seeing him win his Oscar.
That'll be his first nomination and his first Oscar.
I mean, I honestly, my opinion, I like the music in the teaser more than this, but that the music in the teaser just seems, it doesn't really quite fit in as well as the music in this trailer does, in my opinion.
It's definitely a different style, but try to remember too. The first trailer way back when, music was totally different. Everything was built differently back then, but I have a feeling that the actual score in the movie will diverge from this. So, it'll be different. So now we start over again at the beginning.
watch it in
dude,
regular speed.
Look at the bubbles.
Oh, so good.
So many bubbles that weren't in the
But
teaser.
just jump back to the end again. I just want to see the next few things after that one. Oh wait, so yeah, go back a little. So it's like after the slide where it shows the one we were just looking at, where it says the cast.
Yeah.
Do you go to the one after that?
That's
So just
all
let it
is.
play a little bit.
I think that's the one.
Oh,
Oh,
this
yeah.
one. Same editor.
So 4 editors. Although David Brenner, I think he's one of the editors died in February. Unfortunately, like sadly,
rest in
yeah.
peace.
I think it was David.
Yeah, I think it was David Brenner. That's the one that stands out. And then to keep going, because this is the next one that just kind of makes me laugh every time I see it. This one. Just count how many times James Cameron's name
James
appears.
Cameron knows James Cameron because James Cameron knows James Cameron.
Oh my god. John Lando is
You
James
should-
Cameron's avatar.
We need to do a Photoshop of this and just make every name. James
Yes.
Cameron.
we do, yeah.
You got a good idea there, yeah. Man.
You guys have all seen the South Park episode, right? Where he goes diving in the
course.
submersible.
Yes, I think,
With the
I think
song.
I have.
I feel like they've just split this up into multiple different things, though, because different people have worked with him on different things.
Yeah.
Because you see a bunch of different names. I mean, they could have just said directed by James Cameron.
He brought all these people on to help him flesh out all 5 movies or
Mhm.
4 movies, right? He couldn't do it all himself.
Nah.
So,
I mean, he already did, but he thought it was crap, so.
yeah, it went through a lot of revisions and a lot of work.
So yeah, coming back to this whole thing. Oh yeah, they've worked on this for 12 years. No, they haven't.
7, right?
Yeah.
Someone's
roughly.
saying there's a heartbeat in the trailer.
I think he's talking about Kiri when she's talking about that she can feel her.
No, saying that
I
this
imagine
isn't
it's
like in the
probably
entire
AWAL.
trailer. It's probably in the soundtrack.
Do you want me to just play the whole thing at regular speed again?
Do it.
Can you hear?
No. I don't hear it.
Oh no.
I don't know if the people on YouTube can hear it.
Yeah.
I can.
Whoops.
It looks like there might also be no hearing. Looks like Neytiri might be losing her sanity a little bit. Because ever since Jay came along, she just is just a ride.
She just needs a good lie down, some sleep,
Mhm.
some R&R.
Man, I don't know what to think about Sigourney Weaver's voice with a young face like that. It makes her sound so much more serious than and older than Kiri's supposed to be.
Of a baby. Oh no. Child endangerment.
Yep. Good thing there's no laws on Pandora.
Well, other than the what was the law? I think it was something to do with the RDA was not to use nuclear weapons or something. There was some agreement, some like NATO agreement.
And like, yeah, well, they might be savages, but we won't quite blow them up like that. We'll only do that to ourselves.
Yeah.
And there we go. That's the trailer.
Best
There we
CG
go.
item.
Man, I would love to see this trailer in a cinema.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
same.
in 3D, 4K, laser projection.
Oh, yeah. Because with YouTube compression, it's just, I think it takes away quite a lot.
Is it just me or has
Yeah.
YouTube
Look-
compression over the past couple of years just got worse and worse?
No,
and
yeah,
worse?
definitely has. No, just look at the dark spots in this image. If this was uncompressed, you'd be seeing so much detail. And same with the bubbles. It wouldn't just be one white sort of foggy thing. You would see much more than that. Yeah, look,
Yeah.
there's so much stuff moving in the shot. It looks really, really artifacty and grainy.
There will be better versions of this soon, so I'm not too worried.
Will people still complain about the story this time around?
I don't
Look,
think so.
it's like Rule 34, but with haters. If it exists, there's haters for it.
Yeah, that's very true.
So yes,
Very, very
people
true.
will be complaining about the story, no doubt, even if it's great.
Always.
Don't doubt the Jimbo.
Never doubted.
Or Jim
I
will
was gonna say,
haunt your dreams.
I think that Animanices and I have been going at this for 2 hours, so I think we should come to wrap up the stream. I think that everyone who's watched, like, a massive thank you for being with us for these 2 hours. Please like the stream. I'm going to be putting out a couple more videos today, at least, I hope. If I have, I'm going to jump and try and do some comparisons for you all. If you want to continue discussing this with us, then definitely click on the Discord. There's a link in the description, and come
join
and jump on
join the
DC
Discord,
with us.
talk with us.
Yeah. So, like I said, thanks guys, thanks Hard Drive, thanks Animanesis, thanks Dad Jake for all joining.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks to the Base and Robust Network over on Discord. And yeah, thanks everyone for watching. And yeah, stay tuned. There's going to be more stuff coming out of the channel later on. So yeah, thanks.
Have a good one.
All right, guys. See ya.
Bye, guys. Bye.
Bye.